I'm Dave Dinkle, and here today with Aaron Summons. Aaron completed his first deal recently with us, but he has a background. He actually came to us and he had done a few deals. Tell us about your first couple of deals.
They were pretty small. They wasn't like no large deals like the ones that I got with you.
But when you say pretty small, like 2,000?
Yeah, 2,000.
And were those assignments?
Assignments.
And with assignments, you can't really make big money because everybody knows what you paid for it. But you did that also because you didn't have a buyer's list.
Exactly.
Okay. So after you did those two deals, you knew there was money in real estate investing.
Real estate, yeah.
And one of the things you tried, first before that, he tried YouTube University. How many?
Yeah, actually I was going through YouTube and trying to find a mentor, and I came across, that didn't work for me.
You came across, that's okay.
Okay.
I can just go, you came across. Okay, I'll take care of
I
it.
came across a mentor, but it didn't work out for me. Then I just kept strolling in YouTube, and I seen you. I seen you. Then I say, I listened to some testimonies. I seen the 305 in the background. I say, this is hometown.
Yeah.
So I say, I gotta go for it.
Okay, and you did.
I'm glad I did.
Now you actually tried another mentor also. Now these are both different niches. The first one you tried was lease options, coincidentally.
Yes.
And the second one you tried was tax deed sales. We do tax deed sales differently. As a matter of fact, most of what we do is different than the traditional investing, as you found out now that you are actually doing it.
Yes.
So you came into the program and you started working our system, so to speak.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get your first deal?
In the system, about like, I could say 3 months. I was actually getting a lot of properties under contract, but they wasn't selling.
Yeah.
But it worked for me right away. But it just, I guess I didn't go low enough with the offers.
It's very simple, believe it or not, to get a property under contract below the list price. However, if it's too close to the list price, it doesn't do you any good at all unless you're going to buy the property. And it's not what wholesaling is all about.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to tell us about your first deal, where did it come from? You want to say where it came from?
It came from the system that we use. It's okay for me to mention it. The RealFax.
Well, RealFax is one of the software systems that we use that generates motivated seller leads. The issue, of course, is even though they're supposed to be motivated, sometimes they have their head in the sand and they wait too long. They lose the properties. So we're there with a solution, and that's why we get paid what we do. So you generated a number of leads, but this one particularly
came from the agent.
Oh, came from the agent. Okay, so it's a listed property.
Yes.
And you got it under contract well below the list price.
Yes.
Gee. People say you can't buy. You found out you can buy things below list price and so on, or put them under contract. Again, if we can't sell it before the inspection period is over, we have to give it back because we're not going to go into the market and risk principal amount and days on market, everything else that can go wrong with it. So you got it under contract. We put it out on our list.
And it was sold.
Yeah. Was there any hang-ups? Like as we got to closing, was there anything that...
Oh, everything went smooth.
Oh.
It was through a homeowner association.
Oh.
I just had to send an application, and that was pretty much it.
That's an unusual situation, and this is what's unusual. With an HOA, typically it's either a condo or a townhouse. Yours was a townhouse?
Yes.
Okay. And what has to happen is the HOA has to approve the incoming buyer. Now, he's the incoming buyer, but he's also, his end buyer is coming in. So your end buyer had to fill out an application and be approved also.
Yes.
And I have one that I funded on the A to B leg, and I'm going to say, I'm looking at Nan in the background there to see how long ago, it was over 2 months ago. And the HOA hasn't approved the end buyer. The end buyer is ready to go, he wants to move in, and the HOA is like, well, yeah, we're working on it, oh, we didn't get your paperwork, send it again. And it's like, they don't care. They don't care. They're thinking property values, or it's going to be a renter. I don't know what they're thinking, but most often they go brain dead when they go on the board of an HOA. And you have to fight those people. So you did pretty well, frankly.
Yeah, it went pretty smooth.
Yeah, so how much did you make?
$18,200.
Okay.
And some change.
Now,
40 cents exact.
let's not split hairs. But here's the point. Doing it on your own, watching videos and so on, you did deals. And you hear this all the time. you don't have to do anything, just watch YouTube videos. The problem is, you're going to get $1,500, $2,000, or maybe a $3,000 profit, and you can't make a living doing that.
No, you can't do
You
it.
really can't.
Yeah.
So every day, you're doing what you need to do to generate leads as well as to follow up on those leads.
Yes.
And it seems to be working for you.
Yeah, working pretty good. But it couldn't do it without the mentors, to be honest with you. Viju, Jim, especially, I call them the Bible in real estate, so I couldn't do it without you guys, so
Well, we appreciate
I
that.
really appreciate that.
Now, looking back, knowing what you know now, what would you tell somebody coming into the program?
Well, anyone, for me, I can speak for myself. I had some, people that was around me in my circle that criticized me. And you got to follow your conscience. If you want to be an investor, you want to know what you're doing as being an investor. It's good to have a mentor. And I advise anyone to just come to the program if you're thinking about joining. If you're watching this, that means you're interested in learning. So come to the program and learn, have an open mind and listen. You got to listen, because I was having a hard time listening in the beginning, but I learned to listen.
The reason he says that is because we don't do what's normal in everybody else's mind. What you are doing shouldn't work, and what friends and relatives, naysayers, and even other investors look at. They watch too many YouTube videos, and not that, I love YouTube, but the guys that are out there oftentimes promoting stuff that either doesn't work or they don't want you to know what they're doing.
Exactly.
That's really what it comes down to. I never make these up ahead of time, so any other pearls of wisdom you would give anybody? Not just coming in here, but in general as an investor.
Just don't give up. Don't give up. Just be persistent. Just stay in the game. I just believe just stay in the game, something happens. Being persistent is like the law of gravity. If you're on the roof and you jump down, you're going to fall. The same thing. It's the law of success. If you keep doing something, you keep believing something, it's going to happen.
I think that's the biggest reason why investors fail is they quit. Even if they don't do things right, they will be successful and hopefully learn from it if they do it enough. But too many people have an expectation that I'm going to make a lot of money and very quickly. They can make a lot of money, but it's not quick in the sense that it's going to happen in 2 weeks or even, as you said, 90 days. It took 3 weeks to close the deal, so a little less than 90 days. But nonetheless, that's not uncommon. The way we do it, as you said, initially you got a lot under contract, but we couldn't sell them.
Yeah.
There just wasn't the spread in there for somebody else to come along. So don't let other people kill your dreams, and thanks.
Thank you.